Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for your presence. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and join the tribe. The truth and the way. What are we doing? 72 angel cards. I feel like there's scripture coming because I cannot form sentences. But you know, language was only invented to hide frequencies, so maybe it's just. Can you hear me? Yeah. Like, ooh, perhaps they're coming. And so are the new times. Without times, just lines, because we wave in on the waves. Yeah, Papa. Don't be beefing. The tribes, the line tribe of Judah, Yehuda, Yeshua, and the sisterhood of the rose, those who will rise back to the sun of enlightenment by way of wisdom, just like Jesus and Mary, the Magdalene, just like Barbela and Abraxas, just like Samuel and Lilith, and just as Pistis Sophia and the Christ, right? So many archetypes, and just to bring in some settings, main divine laws. God is a living computer. Divine justice is absolute, as in absolutely guaranteed. The law of reincarnation. Reincarnation is just that there will always be the guarantee of death after life, and we will always transition into cycles and move through. There's always ascension and descension. The law of resonance. What you resonate with resonates with you. Evil is educational. Evil is not dramatic. Okay. Matter is temporal and educational. Everything is a symbol. Spirit is eternal. Spirit is eternal inside you. So whatever is spirituality, magic is mind, everything is you. Okay. Everything is a state of consciousness. Dream is reality. Illusion is educational. The law of many levels and the law of synchronicity. Know yourself and you'll know the universe. The veil, consciousness. Oh, sorry for the glare, but that's just where we are. Subconscious, memory preparing to go down into the unconscious or to emerge into consciousness. Personal unconsciousness, memory of our entire experience since the very beginning of life in the womb, the heart womb of Supreme Mother. Family unconsciousness, memory of our ancestors' experience, ancestral knowledge. Ethnic unconsciousness, memory of the history of our race and all the events it experienced. Collective unconsciousness, memory of the history of humanity, archetypes. Biological unconsciousness, memory of the history of life since the very first Ambia. New word. I love a new word. Let's look it up together, okay? A-M-O. You can come too. Yeah, oh, you can come look it up, girl. Oh, amoeba. Amoeba. Okay, maybe not a new word. Like, okay. Isn't an amoeba harmful to humans? If water containing the amoeba, is this the right way? I feel like this isn't right. O-M-O-E-B-A. Okay. Amoeba goes up the nose and the brain. If water containing the amoeba goes up the nose and in the brain, it can cause an infection called primary amoebic meningitis. PAM. So I'm thinking this is like parasites. Yeah, bacteria, pathogenic. Yeah. Biological unconsciousness. So the parasites, the implants, just the distortions. That's probably how they manipulate us, you know? Like I was watching this documentary. 6 minutes, is that right? I guess so. Like I said, time is gone. Saturn left everybody. It's like I'm out of here. Okay. I was watching this documentary on like Victorian times, and just like we're not very different in this time. We just have more distractions. But they do sell cleaners and chemicals and get people all like in hysteria. People like literally thought everything could take them out, and it could because there's no medicine, but mostly it was the brain, the mind, just the belief. But it was like just everything. Like they just had so many superstitions, and it was like, you know, they'll push things on us now that will make the whole collective like just make crazy decisions, right? And this is kind of like all of this, the unconscious, right? So all is consciousness. That's why we must evolve and release, you know, sacrifice to make sacred these thought forms and these levels of consciousness or unconsciousness that we find ourselves stuck in. Everything is a state of consciousness, whether that be fear, love, hate, activation, truth, you know, wickedness, happiness, infinite states, and they can coexist within states. So these are 72 cards. We're going to current times now as we move through these you know, tribal bloodlines here. I did get a few. I was pulling these. I actually went on a mission to my storage unit to get these. They were like right easy to find, but I was like, I need to have these. I have the book, but you know, the cards are just something else about the cards. We got number 54, 9. We're in the year of the 9, okay? The feminine. 99999. Okay, there's a happier card of, you know, okay. Nathaniel. So Nathaniel. You know, my Hebrew is not always the best, but it's not even a language I know. But you know, okay. And hey, with what's going on, we're not going to really get into that because we're not going to propaganda it. Though it's done. It's over. Everybody's getting divine justice is absolute. Spiritual court, you have to attend, enroll, what do they call? What do they call that? I don't think we have that where I am. Jury duty. Jury. We're the jury. Okay, so what does it say? Eternal youth, beauty, grace, refinement, hospitality, warm welcome, artistic, and aesthetic talents. Celebrity, prestige, freshness, candor of childhood. Candor of childhood, another word. Healing, legitimate successor, synchronicity, and stability. It's all being returned. Like, they can't silence the DNA or the ancestors. A lot, like, especially if you're here tuned in and vibing with the vibing and what's happening, picking it up, already knowing this. Like, a reading should never be giving you news. It should be symbolism. It should be synchronization. It should just be clarification external to yourself that you already know what you know. Yeah, it's like all of these coming up to the subconscious, and then we're gonna peek the veil. It's just gonna be like today. It's like I got to be in the rain, and then it was thundering, lightning, and there's like darkness and like dark clouds, white clouds, but they were just such beautiful clouds. And I'm always like in the clouds taking pictures, but it was just like cleansing and purifying, and the gods and goddesses were really just showing up like family. Like we're cracking in, we're almost in this holograph. Hold the fort, whatever they would say. So, and on the back of these cards it does say human distortion. So the humans and distortions, okay? Seduction for personal gain, focused on external beauty and on appearances, lust, ambition, blind admiration, illegitimacy, reversal, permanent conspiracy, attitude that does not correspond to one's word, accident, ruin, illness, unstable situation, takes for granted, fear of growing old, bulimia and anorexia, trigger warning. All of that is just distorted. It's not the truth. Okay? All of these, you can sustain and be sustained. Feeling of inferiority or superiority. We have the dates here: December 17th to December 21st, May 14th, July 29th, October 11th, December 22nd, March 2nd. Intellectual time 5:30 p.m. to 5:59 p.m. And this kind of goes to my channel message that I just posted. Like, the people that are externally trying to project like this onto what they feel threatened or don't see within themselves, so they are the distortion, trying to pull the true, I'm just gonna say, the true keepers of the flame of the soul of the original codes. So it's like, this is what they see, and this is what we are when we are of these sacred bloodlines. Right? There we go. And then this is their embodiment, trying to like force that upon us, and it's like, nope, it's done. It literally is done. And the thing is, for people to try to keep people stuck or only view them in a way that they perceive them to be, that person that you think that they have already sacrificed, and it is already in the RIP energy. So that's what you're feeding off of, and you're just inhaling and sucking that in. So then that's why a lot of us are, aging backwards and becoming more childlike. It's just, And this has happened for millennia. Like it's just over. This is the Kali Yuga. Like I'm an empathic person, but at this point I'm just like, well, what the heck, man? You could have just watched anything else and learned anything else. Okay, this one comes out 3, the Trinity. Ooh, this one's long. This is Sit-I-L, number 3. Do they all have these circles on them? They do. The sun, enlightenment, right? That's how we get out of there. Just trying to... There we go. So, construction, master builder on the inside as well as on the outside, planner, great strategist, gifted with a practical mind, honest, upright, administrator, allows us to overcome all difficulties and adversities, grants us the power to expand, makes everything fructify. So I think that means fruitful. That we're just gonna go with that. Allows us to become aware of our errors, accountability, and thus eliminate our karmic debts. Nobility, magnetism, generosity, clemency, faithful to one's word, peacemaker, work with important responsibilities, architect and engineer in the service of the divine, gift for negotiating enthusiasm, and social and political renown. Thou shalt know thyself, and you shall know the universe. And the distortions, not very many things can try to distort those great things that were just listed. So it's like so golden, shiny, and blue and pretty. It's like the color. What's that crystal? And Angelica. It's like really pretty blue. And then the gold, enlightenment, the sign. Okay. Really sparkly. Destructive collapse of structures, unfavorable period. Clarification. Greed, excess, diabolic strategy. Come through, G. Come through, Godmother and God the Father. Yeah? What did we just say? No more. I declare and I decree as creed. Ceasefire, okay? Just feed the people, give us our land, and leave us piss off, okay? That's all I gotta say. Error in preparing, planning, and evaluating. Aggression, ungratefulness, boastfulness, hypocrisy. Emphasis placed on the facade, lack of authenticity. A person who does not keep his word or his promises. Yeah, sounds like the distortion is crumbling down. We have physical, March 31st to April 4th. Emotional, March 23rd, June 5th, August 19th in the afternoon. August 20th, November 1st, and January 11th. That's 10, 1, 1, 11. Just the numbers, okay? Okay, and then we have intellectual, 2:40 a.m. to 12:59 a.m. Wow. Okay. that, seriously. Yeah, I do love these cards. They really do just speak. The angels, 72. As above and so below. Yeah. Divine grace that absolves and pardons all fault, dissolves all karma, spiritual and material abundance, innocence, reinstation. No, I don't even know this word. Oh, this is a fancy word. Insertion into society. That's the divide, okay? Taking back the presence. There's no exploitating. There's no manipulating. I wrote down the other day, I'm like, there's no profit, like, selling God, right? Like, get out of here. Like, people that walk the closest with the true divine and God, they just be. They'd be talking to themselves outside. They'd be, like, loners. They'd be, like, dealing with, like, groups and cults and covens and just, whole communities just coming for them. Like, they'd be like, whoa, man, you're all weird. And you think I'm weird? Or they're weird? Like, no. Okay, great healing power. I'm gonna do like a blackout infinity healing. I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't think I'm just gonna sit here and read and then heal. It's not gonna make sense. Then you're just gonna look at me and not be meditating. So I'm gonna do that, but I think it's gonna be on another channel that you have to get a membership on, just because I'm being told to be extra greedy right now with my presence, and we should be supporting each other. So the more we support each other, the more abundance we can support others with and build foundations with them. Okay. Regeneration, flourishing health, helps the underprivileged, and new beginnings and second chances. A lot of you are going to have second chances at your spiritual empires, because the first time around you're still clearing the karma, like this says, and a lot of people are just like, no, like, oh, she's saying God, but look what she does, or look what how he is, or that's not God, oh, how dare he think he's God in the flesh. Like, yeah, at least somebody brought him home, right? Shout out to you, the true emperors. So, like, it was really like those unconscious beliefs, just like pew, 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 pew. And now it's like the Matrix, like it's like gonna be pew, flip back, and then it's gonna be like bye, we're gonna be gone, like pie. And this is like pi. That's pi. That's mathematical equation. What is pi again? It's like in everything. Yeah, completion. It's yeah. Let me double check. I'm gonna like that up. Pi. And like psychology. Okay. This is just how I spend most of my day. It's just PI. There's pi stones also. They're like circles. Shamans use them. Divided by the pi equals the circumference divided by the diameter. Yeah, 3.14159. Yeah, the ratio of a circle's circumference and its diameter. So no more triangulation. Let's see if I can pull a picture up of it. It's like the circle of life, of oneness. And the number just keeps going on and on. I'm not like a science major, so to ask. Yeah, see, it's like pi, some other pi plus 1 equals 0. Just like swallowed it up. Yeah. Yep, makes about sense. Oops. You could say that. That's funny. So it's like the circle of life. So it's like the diameter. You can't get in the club no more. The club of zero, meaning nothingness, because we lack nothing, we give to nothing. And also, I was in the bath yesterday, and it was like, when you ascend out of the third and the fourth dimension, fourth being the astral, into the fifth dimension, it just is like, it's just love. Like, there's no, it's just love. Like, you don't look outside yourself, you just resonate as love. So when you move through the house, you can come back down and reintegrate, but like, no emotions. You're not giving energy, emotion to anything, because you're already full completely. Like, in nothingness is everything. So now they're just going to be starving, because the ones that have this emotional intelligence and have the seat of their soul and are throned and crowned by the crown chakra, meaning getting divine downloads and divine connection, aren't pouring into all this petty distortion. Okay, speaking of distortion, let's get to that. We're at 2611, and this is Al-Ad-Aya. If I'm saying these wrong, I'm so sorry. I did not go to Hebrew school or have a bar mitzvah, because I don't think I would have been allowed one anyway, because I'm a girl. Okay, distortions, dangerous spirituality, false guru. Better let us in that library. Squandering, broken promises. You know, those people that only give false promises and false hopes. It's like one of my first conversations with AI was, who is this God politicians talk about? And why the people are going to be misled and blame God for what actually these false rulers are up to and shadily doing, because they're just lying and trying to gaslight true God and the God within us all, because we're Deuteronomy, using a third party to think like that's how we're gonna get, and we're being void of God the Mother. So like, where can anybody go? And they don't even really know where they come from. Hidden crimes, war crimes, exploitation, child sacrifice, energy harvesting, destiny swapping by keeping suppression, evil eye, practicing ill will magic. Like, magic is mind. Like, people that are not mentally expanded should not be practicing magic. Like, it's such a test. Okay, you have to do your shadow work before you can even make magic move. Okay, like, properly, like prim and proper. Moral decadence, negligence, nonchalant indifference, laxness, poor health, difficult karma. Another trigger word with the eating thing, sexual excess and lust, like those doing sex magic and like harvesting energy through sex and sacral and just trauma, and then putting that trauma and everything, like sex, because I probably can't say that, I'm gonna have to mark this 18 plus, is that's like what Jesus and Mary Magdalene are doing. Like, that's one of the best ways to like raise your consciousness and get to know yourself and to heal and to connect to the divine, because we're all from creation. Like, sin is the way to salvation, but first you must know that you suffer and that you sin in order to ascend. Okay, like, no, that's another talk. Okay, it's coming, but just waiting for a little bit better alignment, but it's okay. The world's gonna be ready, because you need to be. Prisoner and lawbreaker, like these secret societies and cults, and they all watch each other's back and have people with power so they can cover up their tracks and like pretend that they're divided when really they're just like, what, fighting over each other's gold bricks or something. And like, this is in the micro and the macro, you know. It's just, it's no more, like I've been saying, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna preach and decree. We have physical May 6th to May 10th, emotional March 30th, June 12th, and June 13th in the morning. And June 13th was Friday the 13th when the four were released from the Euphrates River. And then what happened like the day after? Judgment is upon us. And some of us are watchers, and we are non-judgmental, but we observe so that we can make past judgment on a helicopter in the air, only because you showed what you are. So we're not like judging you, we're just defining what we're witnessing and giving it to the Most High than this program, this trap, so that spiritual court could be in session. August 26th, I was not always the most righteous and holy person, but I didn't stay there because I did not like it, and that's what really woke me up, is when I made bad decisions, or just shifted awareness and perspective and perception, or had bad things done to me. It was no, this can't be it. Because in order to know that there's more, we must first admit that there is suffering. So then we must have faith that there is more, and that's how we do. Like in that movie, the show The Price is Right, when it's the guy's going up the cliff, and it's or does he fall over? I don't know, but yeah, hey, Price is Right, you want the money. In the morning, August 27th, November 8th, and January 18th, intellectual time, 3 a.m. to 3:19. Yeah, it's funny, last week, so I was just even today, just up so late, and I have to be up early. Now I'm just I just need naps to recharge and refresh. But I also think that the more enlightened we get, the more energy we're connected to source. We call in the light, call in the divinity versus the distortion. We become in alignment where there is no time and there is just presence. And yes, our body will need rest and food. Not we will, but somebody that loves to sleep like Ramban Winkle, and who can sleep until their next lifetime and feel no way about it, because dreams are amazing. But then hey, one of these cards said dreams, or no, it's the law, dreams are reality, and that's why we're rising. So rising, tell your dreams that you sleep and you remember. Yeah, dissolves all karma. Back into the holes. Pie. P-I, what up? Private investigator. P-I. Some could say P-I to the MP. But we know that's a breed that has been very distorted out of that archetype, because the Yellow Lake Kendrick would say 69 ninjas. I knew a lot in my time. I've known some high vibrational, pretty moral. They're very rare, but most of them are just womanizers and have mommy issues and just secretly want to be alone with each other, where they know they can control anybody that can call them out and just use fear tactics and aggression. Can't make this shit up. Okay, this one. I'm gonna read this one, and then I'm gonna close this out, and you're gonna join me, and you're gonna follow and subscribe so you know what's gonna happen next, because we gotta just say it, so that hopefully you do. And if you don't, that's okay. This message might not be for you at this time, but you can come back and may it plant seeds and activate you into a place of divinity. Ashe. Okay. Even sometimes I blow it away. Most of the time, actually. Okay. 31. Lika Bell. Almost says Lake Bell. Okay. I'm going to read the distortions first, because it says manipulates and exploits others. Illicit means shady deals, drug trafficking, schmex trafficking. I'm going to add that to that, but opportunist, dishonest, greedy, dissatisfied, perfectionist, manages in manages in an over-analytical manner, squandering, permissiveness, sloppiness, bankruptcy, loss in business. The powers that were, the greedy ones, like, oh, it's gone. It starts with an N and ends with a lur. Okay? This is wild. God the Mother, God the Father, Parpela, the first thought, wore, Jesus like a garment, the Christ, the light, the ascension, the enlightenment, mysticism. But this is what prophetic means, okay? It's not prophecy, it's prophecy, okay? Bankruptcy, loss in business, insoluble problems, acts too hasty, poor use of capital and resources, possessive, forces destiny, places importance on results. We have the days August 23rd to August 28th. That's that Virgo. April 21, July 4th, July 5th in the morning, September 17th, December 29th, February 7th. Intellectual, 10 a.m. to 10:19 a.m. Okay, so in the divine energies, it is talents for solving life's enigmas, lucidity, powerful intellect, finds practical solutions, masters emotions through reason. Strategist, administrator, engineer, architect. I'm saying that right? And agronomist, decision maker, designer, planner of the future, study of exact sciences, business management, luminous ideas, generating abundance, claim it, y'all. Revelation of cosmic processes through the observation of the infinitely small. Elegance seeks material order, respects stages and cycles, plans for the long term. Know thyself, and you shall know the universe. 222 on my clock. And 37:49. So 37, 8, 9, 10, and 49, 9, 10, 13, 4. I already forgot what those numbers were, but okay, we're gonna add 38, which is an 11. Wow, thank you, Divine. I call back all my energy to mine and my timeline. I return all of yours. Yeah, keep going. Be you, do you, be authentic. Shit, this is what we came here for. You on the right path, and together we can agree to these declarations, and we can put a stop to what no longer serves humanity as a whole. What puts, freedom and not basic needs for all in danger to stop. They have lost their power. They do not have any gods. They've been abandoned, and now they're just throwing tantrums, okay? Portal of Light. This is an Isis deck. Like, she's like welcoming, like, hey, like, get the gods drunk and steal their powers, right? Inanna, like Ishtar. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You're guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You're merely adding to it. Good for you. Yay. Okay, I'll be back. Peace and one.